Great dynasties in history. You have the Ming Dynasty, you have the New York Yankees of the 1920s, the New England Patriots, and of course the Algonquin boys soccer team. The T-Hawks, once again, one of the teams to beat this year, and they are working hard to keep it that way during the final weeks of the regular season.
You know, we just need to keep playing like we are. We need to keep playing tough. Know that it's going to be a process. There's going to be some ups and there's going to be some downs. We just got to stay consistent and always give it our best effort.
We can keep going up on goals, and I think we'll be set for the year. We've got a lot of young guys up top who are really, making shape now and playing well. So I'm excited for the rest of the year.
You know, the kids work incredibly hard in practice, and if we can continue to do that, I think we'll continue to grow and we'll be better as the season progresses.
All right, so Algonquin played to a scoreless tie tonight with the #1 ranked team in Central Mass, the Marlboro Panthers. The T-Hawks always and still are one of the teams to beat. The Worcester Railers will drop the puck on their second season this Saturday night in Reading. Now, hockey has some great traditions. One of them is naming a captain and stitching that C on the sweater. Mike Cornell will be the captain for the Worcester Railers this season. It is an honor he does not take lightly.
I've been fortunate to kind of be in similar roles in the past, and it's always a real honor and something you don't want to take for granted. But I think we've got a good group of older guys and younger guys. We've got a good mesh, and I think it's kind of leadership by committee this year, which is, I think, the best way to do it, and we'll have some fun with it.
His character is off the charts, on the ice, off the ice. I think we've got a great leadership group, not just with the guys that wear the letters, with Mike Cornell being the captain, Josh Holmstrom and Barry Almeida wearing A's, but some of the older guys with Tyler Barnes and Nick Sorkin. We've got a great group of guys that have experience, have what it takes to be a leader.
All right, so Mike Cornell will be the captain, and the Railers will open up their season on the road this weekend. The home opener is October 20th at the DCU Center. Assumption didn't have a game last week, but it doesn't mean they weren't working hard. The coaches did a self-evaluation on the team and worked on improving themselves.
Well, in the bye week, we did we got to take inventory. What are we doing well? What are we not doing well? What are people seeing when they watch us on film? So we did a good self-reflection. We know what our strengths and our weaknesses are, and we know what our tendencies are. We'll take some of that information, apply it to our game plans moving forward. And then each week, it's always important to identify maybe a schematic issue a team may have on offense and defense, identify what opponents we think are maybe a little bit weaker than others that we can exploit in our system. So there's always tweaks to the game plan. We have our core identity in the run game and the pass game and on a defensive line in the secondary. But we have some tweaks that we always like to put in week to week.
All right, so you can see Assumption too, folks. They are ranked. They are the #1 team in the NE10. Again, 3 years in a row they've been to the NCAA tournament, and they have won 4 in a row. And they're taking on Southern Connecticut State this weekend, and you can see the game Saturday night right here on Charter TV3. Holy Cross and Harvard is a great New England football rivalry, but the two schools don't just battle on the field. Off of it, they compete for recruits every year.
This is a name that comes up with just about every one of our top kids, and I think, again, if you want to beat them in recruiting, you got to beat them on the field at some point in time, so I think those are the things that we have to understand, the urgency, and we got to understand the gravity of this game in the big picture. So I think that, again, a lot of guys really, when it's between us and Harvard, they have a tendency to lean that way, but at the same time, we beat them a couple times. It has a very different conversation. We have to, again, put it together here on Friday night.
All right, so it is Friday night, tomorrow night down in Harvard, H-A-I with a V, V-A-I with a D. Holy Cross and Harvard, 7 p.m. tomorrow night from the stadium, and we will have highlights for you coming up on the Frenzy tomorrow night beginning at 10:25.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, it should be a good weekend of college football.
And today was not ideal like yesterday for sports, as we were talking about.
No, it was terrible today, and they were washing out college games that were on turf. They were supposed to be played today, field hockey, soccer. Rained them out, so hopefully we can dry out tomorrow so we can get these Frenzy games in. Some of these schools still have grass, so we need those teams to play tomorrow night.
Yes, absolutely. Mother Nature.
Yeah, exactly. Lay off. Lay off us for a couple days, will you?
Put in a good word. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here on Worcester News tonight. For Kevin Shea, I'm Anna Botari. We'll see you back here tomorrow.